Welcome to Cut Daisies and Unicorns, and we are on a Trailer Friday, everybody.
Trailer Friday's up.
Trailer Friday. We are down with the Trailer Friday.
Yes, we are.
Right. Yeah, so we're talking about episode 78. Well, it's episode 8 of season 7.
Yes. And you know what?
Numbers together.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Osmosis, has it ever worked for you?
No.
Never?
Mm-mm.
I still am hoping.
Yeah.
I have 3 areas in my life that I would like to osmosis, like
Something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the movie is, but I saw this movie, and it was a guy who was captured by, I think, Vikings.
Yeah.
And he's sitting around the fire. And as he was listening to these people talk, eventually he miraged, like it dissolved into the stars, and he miraged and came back, and he understood what they were saying. So they moved from their Slavic, Viking-esque, whatever that language is.
Yeah.
And then this guy heard everything in English. So I'm just putting it out there. If I could osmosis something,
Yeah.
I would like to osmosis the language of Spanish.
Yeah.
Now, we've talked about this ad nauseum, and
We have talked about it.
I do know that a major play of me being able to osmosis that is to get on some language app and spend
Duolingo. Yeah.
Duolingo,
Not a sponsor.
hashtag Deeple. No, that I use that
Right.
on a weekly basis now.
Uh-huh.
But there's things,
Yeah.
because I'm hearing Spanish speaking personally up front and in person consistently,
Right.
and there's things when, like, I really have this tie when I hear melody on the worship songs that are in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Then I do know the English inside of me, but I think I need to spend some time on YouTube with it being in Spanish with the English going across and figuring that out. Okay, so language. I'm listening to music on the radio, and these guitar solos, like, my fingers want to do what those guitar solos are doing. Now, this in history has not happened to be an osmosis skill set.
Oh, yeah.
But there are people who pick up the guitar, typically people who've played piano, and they can navigate the fretboard based on sound, and they know, like, because their fingers have done the gaps between, like,
Muscle memory, that kind of stuff. Right?
well, I think it really has to do with, like, the language of music in their heads. They know, like, if it's this far away on the keyboard, then, well, if I'm going in this direction, I should be able to hit that note here, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they've done the work for the piano. And the third thing, what is the third thing? You just get 2 out of 3.
The other one's floating right now, right around here.
Yeah, osmosis. Yeah, just a general consensus of,
Yeah.
hey, so what thing, if you could get anything out of your
Yeah.
osmosis exercise, what would it be?
Yeah, it's an interesting. I mean, I wish sometimes it would be that easy. So I would probably agree with you on the. I mean, we've talked about Spanish language itself. I wish that it would be, all of a sudden I just understand. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that most likely I'm going to just have to do some hard work. And that's probably the reason why, like, hey, so osmosis, that would be easier.
I just
Like,
thought
I could do it while I'm sleeping, which
Yeah.
would be the idea.
And I just thought that we would be able to, just really get to the place where, like, if maybe the new, how, like, maybe osmosis could be an option that we could go for.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get somebody working on that technology.
Please.
That would be fun.
Yeah, would you get a robotic implant if that could help?
That would, yeah.
Really?
I would. Yeah.
Would you?
Uh-huh.
Not me.
Yeah, I don't think you like the intrusive nature of that, do you?
I don't. I feel violated already just thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it would speak more to my like, hey, let's just hurry up and make this happen. and and then it's later thinking, oh yeah, that was really that I shouldn't have allowed that to occur. But it'd be like, no, just do it quick. Like, let's just get this done. I'd like to understand it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Oh man. All right. Hey, so coming up this weekend,
Yeah,
we got lots on the agenda.
we do.
And here's a little twist. Check this out.
This is going to be fun.
Some of the weirdest things about 8. Figure 8 race car driving.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube and watch some of that shit.
Okay.
I mean, these cars aren't driving in a circle. They're driving in a figure 8, and you have to plan your crossover.
Oh,
Have you heard of anything like that?
no.
Oh yeah, I think there's a figure 8 racetrack in Adel, Iowa.
Huh.
And it could be further out, but yeah, I basically, if you go to the dictionary, look under batshit crazy, they actually
Their whole
have
list of drivers would be on there.
no, the locations.
Oh,
this
yeah,
is where
yeah.
you can find batshit crazy.
Okay.
Figure 8 race car driving.
Figure 8 race car driving.
Actually, in the brand new Footloose, in the brand new remake of Footloose,
Uh-huh.
they figure 8 race school buses.
Who came up with this? What are we going to explore today, everybody? Well, we have a topic, and Steve's going to introduce it for us.
Well, I was noticing in some of my viewing that there's some really interesting themes that are coming up. A couple of my favorite movies. I really like. I like the Sapphires, and it started getting me thinking about genocide. I mean, heavy topic, right?
It is.
Who wants to talk about? But you know what? I'm just, of all the things that go through my mind, the idea of like wiping out a race or a group ethnicity
Yeah.
is just really, it doesn't go through my mind.
Yeah. Or even the idea that like that's even possible. Like somebody's like, "Hey, I had a run-in with this group of people, and now I'd like to eliminate them."
Saw another movie on wealth that was stolen. Actually, this was a Hallmark thing. But so anyway, there was a lady, and she could have sworn that this one picture was a picture from her family. And anyway, they had a international group of people chasing down fine art pieces that were stolen from people who are Jews, were Jews of Jewish descent, because of all of the great wealth. I mean, between gold, fine art, and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, but the whole thing about Nazi Germany and going for the elimination, and it wasn't only the elimination of the Jews.
Right.
I mean, the eradication was like an eradication of the unpure. This is where film and culture is telling the story, because in Yellowstone, Beth was taken to a clinic for an abortion, and
On native land.
and her brother, well, adopted brother, was warned fully that if she got the abortion there, she would have to be sterilized. And he went forward with it.
Right.
And in the conversation between father and daughter, then John Dutton is like, I mean, heavy-hearted, because he had a daughter who didn't feel she could. she felt it was such a big problem that there's no way she could face her dad.
Right.
But he wouldn't have handled it the way Jamie handled it.
Right.
But this is when we talk about the act of government, our own government,
Right.
against humanity,
Mm-hmm.
we can look at these genocides. And now, personally, in the research that we haven't done, because we're pretty loose on that whole thing. But
We'll go back and fact check.
but one of the things is like that was a law instituted not by the Indian tribes. That was an imposition on the Indian tribes
right.
by the federal government.
Mm-hmm. So what do we do with this, Steve? What do we do?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, because we still say that, there are people who are still trying to be able to put these things in motion today. People are still trying to plant these mental images of things that we should believe, or that are trying to kind of erode our sense of humanity. And what do? How do we guard? How do we protect? How do we, what do we do with this?
And there's enough power, there's enough money, there's enough control. I mean, the people in our governments are dealing deals with zeros at the end of the deal that are more than I can count. And certainly I have to take zeros away to be able to do the math.
Right.
I don't have the money to change this. But I can act kindly towards my neighbor who's of a different ethnicity. See, wasn't that fun?
That was really fun. We haven't done that before.
Never. But hey, when you're dealing with time constraints and the luxury of a luxury ride on the Amtrak,
Mm-hmm.
some things can happen that have never happened before.
Yeah.
I'm not promising new artwork.
Right. That was something new right there, though. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, so a little actual footage from the episode, season 7, episode 8,
Right.
coming to a podcast platform near you on Sunday, 7 Central. Coming to YouTube on its platform, the YouTube.
The YouTube.
We've been over the Home Depot. Why can't I just call it HD? Because Harley Davidson exists.
Right.
So yeah.
And high definition exists.
It does. So it's THD, the Home
THD.
Depot. Yeah, I'm walking through Home Depot. It's been there for a while, but they have this THD brand.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
The Home Depot?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that was.
That's what it stands for.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It
Yeah,
does make
but-
sense, but it took me, I've been shopping at Home Depot for 3 years on different projects, and guess what? I figured that out last month.
Well, I'm just figuring it out right now. So.
I'm telling you, babe, I am slow to the dance right there.
Super slow.
That's a shout out to Amy. I just keep telling her. Someday I'm going to catch up. All right. Well, we hope that you have a delightful Friday. I know where I'm going to be. Surrounded with family.
I know. That'll be fun.
Surrounded with family. It will be fun. And looking forward to, as you will hear in the episode, kicking off with some cranberry sauce and a little Home Alone.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you. Next episode, right? 9. We got two more episodes.
Yeah, and so we'll just have to figure out if we're on a string of Wednesdays,
We are.
and so maybe we figure that out.
It's
and-
Wednesday too.
Yeah, and then we go 3 in a row, and when we hit number 9, then we're at number 10, and we're basically into December, and so here comes the holidays.
Right.
Yeah. Who knows?
Very pleasant.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We'll see you soon. Take care.
And in the word of St. Nicholas, the patron saint of those who are suffering, ho, ho, ho.
See you later.